What is happiness? How to manifest happiness? Happiness is that's something that we chasing after since we are born. But if I ask you right now to tell me what is happiness, right? What is happiness? Yeah, talk to me. What is happiness? You see, it's so difficult to define, to find a definition which really take in board what is happiness is. Do you know why? Because as us human being, as individual as we are, as unique as we are, happiness is also mirror that. Why I say that? Just take you. You are only you. You are unique in that sense. There is no two people that are like you. And there is no two people that will have the same experience that you. Whatever event you find yourself, or whatever, you know, situation that you find yourself, and your experience of that situation is unique to you. If let's say that you have a pen, right? The way that you feel the pen, no one else can feel it exactly the same way. Even though this pen is done in a way that is similar to the way that is done to you. Why? Because the way that we are made, the way that we carry the DNA in us is unique in that sense. Happiness, what I call it happiness? For me, if I make it really simple, happiness is the satisfaction or the fulfillment that you draw from an experience that you have. That's what I call happiness. Happiness is emotion thing. Let's take in a sense of, in a relationship, for example. People get into a relationship, they say, I will be in a relationship to make you happy. I think that's great. I think that's a very, very, very big statement. Why relationship, most of relationship, getting nowhere? People end up hating each other. Because people come into a relationship with the sense that, they know how to make somebody happy. By forgetting that what they think is happiness is completely different from what the other person feel as a happiness. Because what you feel from your experience that brought you that sense of fulfillment, that sense of joy, of satisfaction, will be different to the other person. So therefore, for you to manifest happiness to that person or to yourself, you need to understand exactly who the person is and what make the person tick and what experience that make the person feel that sense of satisfaction, that sense of fulfillment, ultimately that sense of happiness. Because as long that you don't get that in your notebook, you don't get that right, whatever you do it according to your knowledge of what is happiness is. Therefore, the person will not get that. And in a relationship, we need to be in alignment in the sense that, the one person, you do everything possible that the other person should be happy, will be happy. Although, whatever you do, it may not make you happy, but you have to make sure that the other person will be happy. And then the other person will make exactly the same thing so that, you will be happy. It may that, that person is doing it, you may not make that person happy. But when we're doing it simultaneously that way, so that everybody will feel happy at the same time. That is crucially important to manifest happiness. Crucially important to make somebody happy. And then, relationship the relationship is based on happiness. People get in a relationship because they want to be happy, right? So if you get that right, if you get it going, your relationship will be long lasting. That's why, some people in a relationship for years. So it's clearly important to understand that, right? Yes, money and material contribute, listen to me carefully, contribute to happiness, but they don't make happiness. If money make happiness, right, as such, there's a lot of people have a lot of money and their life is so miserable, they decide to end their life, although they have $1 million in the bank, but they end their life. Because happiness doesn't mean that, you have a lot of money. Because what is happiness then for them at that moment is not having money, it's completely something else. Exactly in that sense. And also, with the little that you have, right, the little money that you have, with the little material that you have, you can create the space or the environment or the experience that will bring you that sense of fulfillment, sense of satisfaction, and sense of happiness. I'm telling you, with the little that you have. And also, people believe, I hope it does know you, that there is somebody out there that will come in their life and they make them happy. People believe that, for them to be happy, they need to have somebody. They need to be in a relationship. They need to be this, they need to be that, they need to be surrounded. Now, the first principle or the basic of happiness is self. You need to make sure that you are sufficient in the sense that you agree with yourself. You agree that you can be the sole source of your happiness first, right? And you need to understand yourself clearly. You need to understand in the sense that you are an individual and you are unique. And you have your weakness and you have your strength. So it is important that, the first step for you to achieve happiness or to manifest happiness, it has to start from you. If you're happy, I'm telling you, you're going to make a lot of people happy around you, right? You're not going to be pain in the ass because you will create the space, you will create that vibe, that positive vibe around you. So that's how to manifest happiness. Happiness is not something that's universal defined, that everybody need to feel happiness in that way. No, it's individual. Each one has his own way to feel happiness. Has to be clear. And then if it's clear, so then you can start, enjoying. If happiness in a relationship, you know what to do by now. If you need money to create happiness, you know what to do now. You go look for money, and so on and so on and so on. So that is what I had to say, and I really want to hear your view on that subject of happiness. If you can write in the comment below, what do you think is happiness? And if you don't agree with what I said, also please let me know that in the comment below. And I hope that you find it useful. I hope that you enjoy the conversation that we had now, and also subscribe to my channel. And then I will see you next week. Thank you. I take a scissor. I take a message. And then I cut it here. Nicely. I cut this, I cut that. I cut this part that I don't want. I leave it fell off. And do you know what I left with?